I want you, the listener. Yes, I want you, the listener, to press the like button, the subscribe button, but more importantly, comments. Comments that you liked or disliked the topic discussed. What would you like discussed? Because you, the listener, are who is important to me so that I can provide the value that you want and need.
Joel,
Yes, Ray.
some time ago, you told me, how is AI going to help me clean a toilet? And God help me, we have an answer.
I did it. I did tell you that. I said AI will never help me.
And you were angry.
I was a little upset when you told me, oh, you got to get in behind AI. Yeah, how's AI going to empty a trash can? How's it going to clean a toilet? It ain't ever going to help me. Wrong.
In transitioning from that thought to today, what would you advise your customers, cleaning company owners, to consider before they make the same bloody mistake?
Talk to me.
That's a good answer. What would you tell them, Joel?
Well, I spent the last 9 months after a conversation with a young man named Andrew Kidd from Betterflow AI.
Andrew.
Hey, Andrew. He was just starting his journey into entrepreneurship, and he told me what he wanted to do, and all of a sudden, like that, it clicked.
The lights went on.
The light went on about how this can help not just me. Oh my God, I could help this industry because I have over 45 years of experience in this industry. I have heard every type of complaint over 45 years. I have seen it. I have lived it, working for other companies, working for myself, working even on the other side, hiring people to do it as subcontractors.
For those who are not quite sure they believe Joel, I would suggest you check out any of the episodes that we have on employees doing dumb things.
Yes. There was so many lights going on when I talked to Andrew, and it was like, what is the biggest problem with the cleaning industry in the 45 years I've been in it? He said, oh my God, every client that I've ever sat down with, whether I was a frontline employee, an area manager, a supervisor, whatever role I had working for other companies, and even as my own company is, all of you contractors are the same. Every one of you is reactive and not proactive. So when I talked to Andrew the very first time, oh my gosh, working with you could change the way that people view this industry, because I know what customers complain about. I know the things that they're going to be, you didn't show up. Nobody came. Nobody cleaned my building. Nobody cleaned this floor. It's been weeks. It's been months. They embellish.
I have no proof that you were here.
You had no proof.
I found one trash can that had something in it.
There you go.
How many trash cans are there? Doesn't matter.
You could have 1,000 trash cans and you miss one, and that's the one. It's the CEO of the company, and oh my gosh, the whole world is coming down because there's 2 pieces of paper in the CEO's trash can.
All right.
I'm being facetious, obviously, but you know, nobody calls us and says, hey, what a great knot you tied on the bag last night. 45 years, I've never had that call, and I will eat a book with a little blue cheese because I'm from upstate New York if I ever get that call. But anyway, looking at the fact that we have always been reactive in this industry as opposed to proactive. And in talking to Andrew, I'm like, how can we be proactive? So I started asking him a bunch of questions. Well, this is what happens in our industry. Oh, well, this is what we do. And he talked about, he could build a platform, and the platform could do this and it can do that. I go, but we're different than every industry because most of our people are part-time. Because we're contractors, they have full-time jobs, and they come from full-time jobs, and maybe that full-time job has to have them work overtime, or there's an accident, or there's a snowstorm because we're in Western New York, and this causes problems that people aren't always on time. Well, that is only a factor sometimes when we have buildings that have fobs. But if we have an actual key, if somebody's a few minutes late, it's not necessarily the end of the world.
That's a partial solution.
It is, but knowing that somebody showed up is the real solution.
Right.
And now, if nobody's there on time, somebody gets a notification, not somebody, the manager, the owners, the management, all the way up to the freaking owner of the company. So however many layers of management you have, everybody knows that account A, the person's late. Okay, now who's taking ownership to reach out? Well, that supervisor better be the one that's taking the ownership.
So Joel, I know that the AI platform addresses a lot of potential issues.
Yes.
Let's peel this one back for
Sure.
just a second. For the small cleaning company owner who might have just heard that and said, hey, Joel, sometimes we need a little bit of cover. We understand that there's a problem here, there's a problem there. We had to fudge this time, but we actually got the job done. How does knowing that my employee didn't arrive on time helping me? How do you answer that?
Well, there's a lot of ways. If your employee doesn't show up and you're so busy chasing other problems and they don't do the work, what's the first call you get the next morning? You're dragging your butt in at 4 a.m. and now you're getting a call at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Nobody showed up. So knowing that someone has not showed up at least allows you to make a phone call to find out. And the small business owner, this is perfect for you because you don't have a lot of money to be able to spend in a manager to go around checking. So I'm not saying we're eliminating middle management, but with this software, you have a checklist of items that they have to do in a specific order. And in some cases, there's photos and or video that have to be taken to prove that they did something, because maybe there's a hot spot in the building that the client has told you, if that shredder over there doesn't get taken care of tonight, I'm going to be calling you and I'm going to be looking for a new contractor. So now you do that. Oh, Ray, thanks for asking the next question. Oh, but the person could just pull it out of their camera roll. No, they can't. It has to be a live action shot.
So it has to be done within the platform.
It has to be done within the platform and they cannot pull anything out. So as a matter of fact, that shredder has been dumped and there's a time and a date stamp. Okay, it was on this day, this month, this year, at this time that was dumped.
And tracking back to the arrival time.
Yes.
The employees who have the app on their phone also know this is your window of arrival.
Yes. And that's during the onboarding process. And some people think they're going to be smart and turn off the tracking feature because it is tracked, because it's geo-fenced, but it won't let them check in. They have to have that tracking device on so that they are seen as in and it's their punch clock.
Got it.
Now, again, there was some pushback when we first started this. I'm not going to deny that. There was some pushback, but as soon as the first beta testers saw what this did, knowing that they were working for a client that was very boisterous about work that wasn't done, and they go, oh my gosh, I tell you that I do the work. Well, now this is the proof that you did the work. And you know what's even more beautiful about this? Is all those pictures that they take. Can you personally be at every account every single night? Not when you start growing.
No way.
It's not possible. So now you can look at the carpets, the floors, if you offer window services and things like that. So now all of a sudden you see the carpets have to be cleaned. Floors need to be refinished. They need to be polished.
What you're saying, just to make sure that this is clear, it's not that the crew didn't do the job.
Right.
There are additional services that the facility requires, and they might not be reporting that back to you.
Correct.
So you can see it now.
But you can see it in the pictures. So now you can notify the client, hey, I noticed that your main walkways are getting a little worn. There's some traffic patterns. Would you like us to refinish the floors? Because the easiest way to grow your business is with add-on work within your own clients. And not only is it adding more business to your company with these add-on services, but it's also it's being proactive. You're alerting the customer about the problems. Plus, if they say yes, it's going to pay for the platform itself. And you only need to sell 1, maybe 2 jobs a month in order to afford the platform. So it ends up being no cost to you when you look at it that way, because you're going to make more money on the add-ons than you do on the base contract. And what you're eliminating is the reactive approach. And there's an area for notes. So if a person notices a light out, they take a picture and they say, hey, outside of office 103, there's a light out in the main hall.
So that's really even your value add.
Yeah, because now we're looking out for their total building, not just the cleaning.
So listener, you are looking to grow your company, and you know that the best way to do it is to be proactive. Yes, this answers that question. It answers the were you here question. It answers did you get the job done question. It answers the can you prove it question.
That is huge in its own right there.
Links are in the description below. Joel, this has been a very exciting development. Thank you.
You're welcome.